Hey everyone. So this week's Women in Wellness Wednesday feature is my friend Ashley. Ashley runs a Crunchy group. And if you don't know what Crunchy is, well, she's going to explain it to you. And I love it because while she has skincare options that she sells herself and makeup options that she sells herself, she also shows you healthy swaps for your home and ways that you can live a little bit more natural, toxin free. So Ashley's going to go ahead and talk a little bit about who she is, what she does, and how long she's been with her company.
Hi, yeah. So my name is Ashley, and I am an advocate for a green beauty, completely safe, completely toxin-free, high-performing makeup and skincare line. So, as an advocate with Crunchy is the name of the company. We really are. It's an education-based company, and so our purpose is kind of to educate women and families on ways to live a safer, more toxin-free life. And one of the big hitters are the personal care products that we're using every day. So not only do we give you education about maybe things that you are using, but we give you really good alternatives to live an easier and safer life. So
Awesome. And how long have you been with Crunchy?
a little over 2.5 years.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so, how I got started with learning more about clean beauty is I had been focused a lot on what I was putting into my body, but I wasn't really considering what I was putting on my body. And I know that you've said before, and a lot of people say, your skin is your largest organ, it's one of the fastest tracks into your body. So, tell us a little bit more about how you got started.
Yeah. So what you just said is a really, really, really common consensus. I think a lot of us who live healthy-ish lives have never thought about what we're putting on our skin. But most products, 80% of what you put on your skin is absorbed within 26 seconds. So it happens super quick. And if you look at like your skin, if it was like I don't, like if you had like a little graph of your skin, you have the very top layer, and then right underneath it are all the blood vessels. And so what you're putting into your skin, a lot of times those ingredients and those chemicals are just being pumped into your bloodstream and throughout your whole body. And so you're very quickly introducing things that were never meant to be inside, and you're allowing them to come inside. So that's a really common thing. What you said is we pay attention to how much we exercise and the food we're putting in our body, but haven't really considered what we're putting on it. And I became kind of aware of this topic when I was pregnant with my first daughter, Ellie. I was in an educational workshop for Crunchy when I was pregnant with her, and they were talking about how often the products that you're putting on your skin are going right in, the baby tests positive for those chemicals as well. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't even think about it. So it kind of just set me on a journey when I was pregnant with her to find safer alternatives to ensure that my personal body was safe, but also that I was creating a safe environment for my child as well.
And I think the environment piece is really important too, because as we go, we research more, and when you know better, you do better. So, like you said, you exercise and you eat pretty healthy, and then you pay attention to what you're putting on your skin. But then, like you have mentioned, making sure you're creating that good, safe environment is super important. And I know you offer a lot of tips and education on that as well in your group. So, we'll talk about how to join that here towards the end. My next question is, we talked a little bit about what got you started,
Mhm.
but what's kept you passionate about it over the last 2.5 years?
So there's a couple things. One, like you said, when you know better, you do better. And the more education that I've received and learned and taken in, I just realized how vital it is. And it's just information that a lot of people don't have yet. And for example, those ingredients that are in most of our personal care items are endocrine disruptors. So they're actually blocking our hormonal system. And that has so many um, immediate effects, but also long-term effects. And so the sooner that we can create, or allow our body to speak to itself the way that it should and develop the way that it should, the healthier, we can be. And so, the reason that I think I've continued and loved this journey so much is just that I'm able to share what I've learned, and women and families in general are just benefiting so much from that. But then also, I find I'm a mom, and I don't get a lot of time for myself. And so I need things that work well because I don't sleep. So I need my face to look like, like I do get some sleep. So I need stuff that works well, and I need things that I'm able to do really quickly or in the dark. A lot of times both, in the dark and quickly. So these products are so easy to do, and they perform well all day. Like, they make me look put together most of the time. And so it's really fun for me to be able to share that with other women who maybe have that same need. It's just a solution that most people don't know is out there. So it's really fun. What's kept me kind of passionate about this is that the education and how that changes women's lives, but also just how the products so quickly make women feel better about themselves. They improve their skin because all of our products not only are high performing, but they're also really beneficial and healing for your skin. So women daily shoot me messages about just how glad they are. They don't even worry about their skin anymore. So that just keeps you, wanting to be a part of that journey for sure.
Absolutely. And I love how passionate you are about it. And just to share with anybody who's watching, I also use the products, and it's been a really big difference for me as well. It's funny because as you go, it's like you need less and less product to make yourself like feel like you have an even skin tone or feel like you look better. It's just something that happens naturally as you go. And I was somebody who, it's not like I had bad skin, but I was never somebody who got compliments on my skin. And I've posted pictures recently, and I went to grad school up in the Twin Cities. I live in Des Moines now. And I've had friends from grad school be like, oh my gosh, look at your skin, it's glowing. So it's like crazy how people can even see it in pictures. It just makes such a difference.
Yes. Yes. And that for me, I mean, that's just so beautiful, right? Like, it's not something that you necessarily worried about a lot, but now you feel so confident and good about that. And for women that do have a lot of skin issues, which many, many do, especially like, during our hormonal cycles, the way that we go, it's just so nice when women come to you and say, like, my face doesn't hurt anymore, or my breakouts are like 2 days, not a whole week. And it's so beautiful to be able to share that solution with.
Absolutely. And something I've noticed is that even my breakouts don't look as bad on my face, if that makes sense. Like, they aren't like as glaringly obvious.
Your pores are smaller. Your skin's more, so it doesn't have that opportunity to come in and like blow up, Yeah, they are. Your skin is just so much more balanced, and it can take care of itself. And that has a lot to do with internally too. When you're not putting those toxins in your body can fight the things that come up versus your body, you're putting toxins on your skin, it's going in your body. Your body can't do what it's supposed to. So there's so many to that, but it's so beneficial.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's made a big difference for me and a lot of the women you work with. So between that awesome product and the information you share online, if people want to get involved with you, if they want to join your Facebook group or ask you more questions, how can they get a hold of you? What are some action steps that they can take?
Yeah, so my wellness group is called Transparent Simple Wellness. So just find that on Facebook. You'll put in like a request to join, and there's like a couple questions that I ask you, only because this group is such a safe space of women that really want to be educated and educate me and learn more. And so I just have a couple questions that I ask to make sure we're kind of on the same page and go in the same direction, and then I let you in. You can search around. Yeah. So that's the name, Transparent Simple Wellness. So just find that on Facebook, and I'll let you in.
Awesome. And again, it's just provided so much value to me. It's helped me transition into safer home cleaners. I utilize the products that Ashley sells, and I find that the value of the group is 100% worth being in it. The group is free, so she just provides all of this awesome information to you. And then the last question, what is next for you?
What is next for me? So I think I've really been looking into, and I'm excited about, I think I'm going to start actually like a YouTube channel, like a toxin.
Oh, you'd be so good at that.
Yeah, a vlog. That's kind of what I'm looking at. So I do a lot within my group, but I think it's beneficial information for, other people as well. So I think I'm trying to straighten that out, try to figure out all the action steps to get to there. So I'm excited.
You make friend on YouTube.
Yeah. will be friends.
That's so awesome. And Ashley has a great personality, but I love, and I hope she does on her channel, incorporate her girls, because her girls have a big personality too. So I think that would be super fun, and that her channel would be so awesome. So if she does that, you have to watch that too.
I'll let you know. I'll swing back around.
Yes. Anything else that you think that people should know about what you are doing through clean beauty, through toxin-free living, and potentially through YouTube?
Yeah. So not necessarily anymore, maybe just expand a little bit, that I think that this area can be so overwhelming and so confusing, and you think you're doing better and then you get more information and you find out you're not, and that's hard for, I don't want anyone to feel that way. And there's many studies that show that even if you change 2 of your products that you're using every day to cleaner products, you're making a big impact on your health. So a lot of things in my group, I'm not just giving you information with no solution. I'm giving you information so you can become aware. And then if it aligns with your value system to change those options, I give you really good safe switches. I have a big master list in my group, which is from the deodorant you're using to your dishwasher soap, of really good safe options that I've found that you can just switch out easily. So it can be a no-brainer for you. It doesn't have to be overwhelming. And that's what we want. I mean, it shouldn't be something that adds stress to your life. It should add value. So.
Absolutely. And that's one of my favorite things about your group as well, is that it's not just like, here's this study, go find your own stuff. It's like you do share the science-based data, but then you give people practical solutions to help. And so that was one of the reasons why I wanted to ask you questions today and get your group's information out there, is so that you can grow and expand and teach people all the awesome things that I feel like I don't have time to teach people.
Yeah. Well, and I love that too. So even if you guys just want to shoot me messages on Facebook, like send me your labels of things you're using. It is like my passion and joy to help, kind of straighten some of that stuff out for you. So feel free to do that too.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. And if there's nothing else, we can go ahead and sign off.
Sounds good. Bye.
Bye.